Another Thursday and another CarStats video for y'all, and in this video let's compare the Maruti Suzuki Fronx and the Hyundai Exter. We will be comparing design, engines, performance, boot space, features, ARAI mileage, pricing and more. So stick around to the end of this video because I'll be telling y'all which one of these two cars I'll put my money on. Let's start things off with the design. Both of these cars intend to be subcompact SUVs. I know it is kind of weird to associate either of these products to SUVs, but hear me out. People in this market basically want a sub 4 meter product which has enough ground clearance to tackle unexpected bad roads, whether it's in their own urban environment or if it's during a weekend road trip. The elevated seating will also give them a little more confidence without compromising too much on body roll and dynamics. When it comes to design, both these cars look fresh and up to date. The Exter reminds me of the Skoda Yeti, whereas the Fronx on the other hand is quite unique, especially the rear end and the tail lamps. I must say, very well done Maruti Suzuki for pulling that off. When it comes to ground clearance, the Fronx gets 190mm compared to 185mm on the Hyundai Exter. And when it comes to boot space, the Fronx gets 308 liters and the Exter gets a much larger 391 liters. Moving on to colors, the Exter gets a night edition with black paint and red accents, including red brake calipers and interior bits. The night edition also comes in shadow grey and a dual tone shadow grey with abyss black sunroof. Other monotone colors are cosmic blue, Ranger khaki, Atlas white, starry night and fiery red. The dual tone options are Ranger khaki with abyss black roof, Atlas white with an abyss black roof and cosmic blue with an abyss black roof. Some of the color options are variant specific. The Fronx's color schemes are as follows. When it comes to monotone colors, you have Nexa blue, Arctic white, splendid silver, grandeur grey, earthen brown, opulent red and bluish black. Dual tone options are earthen brown, splendid silver and opulent red, all of which come with a bluish black roof. Now that we are in the technical comparison, let's start things off with the engines. The Hyundai Exter gets one engine, which is a 1.2 litre 4-cylinder petrol or CNG engine. The CNG is only available in a manual gearbox, whereas the petrol is available in a manual and an AMT gearbox. The Fronx comes with two engines, a 1.2 litre 4-cylinder petrol or CNG engine and a 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol booster jet engine. Again, the CNG is only available with a manual gearbox, but when it comes to the 1.2 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine, it is available with a 5-speed manual or an AMT gearbox, and the 1 litre engine gets a manual or a 6-speed torque converter automatic. Here are what the power, torque and power to weight ratios look like. The Fronx is more powerful whichever engine you go for. It is the punchier car to drive, but if you are considering the automatic variant of the Fronx, the power to weight ratio difference between the 1.2 litre and the 1 litre turbo is not much. However, the turbo has much more torque. Unfortunately, Hyundai doesn't mention curb weight numbers, so I wasn't able to provide the power to weight ratio of the Exter. Alright, with that being done, let's move into the fuel efficiency numbers. With the Fronx, the numbers for the petrol 1.2 litre variant are 21.8 km per litre for the manual and 22.89 for the AMT. With the CNG, which only comes with a manual gearbox, you get 28.51 km per kilogram. And with the booster jet engine, you get 21.5 km with the manual and 20.02 with the automatic. However, I'm sure that the fuel efficiency numbers will be very different in real life usage conditions. With the Exter, the numbers are 19.4 km per litre for the petrol manual, 19.2 for the petrol AMT and 27.1 for the CNG. When it comes to safety, both cars get 6 airbags as standard, but neither of them have an NCAP rating. Both cars come with ABS, EBD and ESP, Electronic Stability Program, and also come with hill hold assist. Features are usually a forte of Hyundai, but Maruti lately hasn't been a laggard in this department. Both cars get an infotainment display. It's either 8 inch or 9 inches, and both of them also get Apple Auto and Android CarPlay. You also get cruise control, rear AC vents, wireless chargers, a tire pressure monitoring system, paddle shifters in the AMT or automatic variants, and more. The extra features in the Exter is a cooled glove box, voice activated sunroof and a dash cam, whereas the Fronx doesn't even have a sunroof in any of its variants. The Fronx's highlight features are a 360-degree camera, a heads-up display and a premium sound system with surround sense by Archimedes. One thing to note is that this is not an exhaustive list of features and some of these features may be variant specific. Finally, let's move on to pricing, where I'll be only comparing base variants of a given gearbox and engine combination. The base variant of the Exter manual is considerably cheaper than the Fronx manual. Even with the automatic variant, the Exter is slightly cheaper. If you're going for the CNG though, the base variant of the Fronx is cheaper than the Exter. Alright, that brings us to the last part of this video, and time has come to tell you all which one of these two cars I'd put my money on, and this is not going to be easy for me. I really like the interiors of the Exter and the exteriors of the Fronx. For those of you who want pure performance, the Fronx will cater to you whichever variant or engine you go for. However, if you want nice interiors, a larger boot and a sunroof, the Exter is the one to go for. As for me, I'm going to put my money on the Maruti Suzuki Fronx. It is a more fun car to drive. It has a peppier engine whether you go for the 1.2 litre 4-cylinder or the 1 litre turbo petrol with 3 cylinders. And to top that off, it is a Maruti, so it's going to be easier to own and easier to service and maintain. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the CarStats channel. It's going to take me a long way, and I'll see you all next Thursday.